Now, some other things come into play with flood insurance as well. And I think we need to go here. And so, again, we're going to take this rocket science we're working on here to another level. We need to talk a little bit about NFIP policies. So at the beginning of the program, I said we need to understand that there's three people at the table, or three representations at the table. There's compliance, which is what we're trying to focus on here in this two-part series. But we need to understand some things about the insurance industry. So we're going to go next. And safety and soundness is welcome at that table too, because sometimes they could say, well, yeah, but we want because, even though we don't maybe have to from a compliance standpoint. So they have a say as well. But let's go back to the insurance side of things. Let's talk about National Flood Insurance Program policies as it relates to what they'll actually cover. Now, as a lender, I don't expect that this is your area of expertise, but we all know how flood insurance works. When the borrower comes in, is told by the bank that they have to have flood insurance, the banker looks like the bad person, right? They're the ones that are making the borrower have flood insurance. And when they go to the agent has sympathy for them and says, oh, that's that lender, I can't believe they're doing that to you. And you'd have the same issue if you went to the next bank, if you were the borrower. So let's give you a little bit of ammunition here to help you understand how flood insurance policies work and what your borrower is really up against in the event that there is a flood and they have to make a claim along the way. So on page number 27, we outline the different types of flood insurance policies. There's a general property policy, which would be for some outbuildings and things like that. There's a dwelling policy. My house, your house, things like that can be covered under dwelling policies. They're generally, from the dwelling perspective, the best from a flood insurance standpoint. And then we have residential condominium building association policies. Now, condos can be insured, they're individual units by way of a dwelling policy, but the whole building, if the whole building, all the units are insured, it's done by way of an RCBAP. We have a whole section on that we'll cover in session 2 of our program.